My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and doing really well. And today I'm reviewing Tom Ford Soleil Brûlant. I hope I pronounced it right. Eau de Parfum. This is a floral Oriental fragrance. The notes are pink peppercorn, cypress, orange water absolute, black honey, accord, cafe arabica absolute, amber. And the spiel, which is not too long. How would you capture the effects of golden sunshine dancing on water of a private oasis? You've gone on holiday. If you're Tom Ford, the answer is Soleil Brûlant, Eau de Parfum. Sensually whisking you away to a quiet, sun-dappled moment. It marries fresh Mandarin with Bergamot and a sprinkling of spicy pink peppercorn. I like pink peppercorn that transitions to a floral heart. Just as the sunset's colours deepen towards nightfall, the scent's notes do too, with orange flower absolute, black honey, amber and vetiver at the base. Fantastic. This is £240 for 50ml. Do we have our bottles of Tom Ford Soleil Brûlant? Are we engaged with our high self? Let's get testing. So the original I have reviewed, I smelt the original when I went to Berlin years ago when it first came out. And I remember spraying it and quite liking it, trying to convince myself that I liked it. And there was something that I didn't. That's the only way I can explain the original. So Tom Ford really know how to manipulate aroma chemicals and naturals to do something. So this is a musk heavy formulation, and this is a musk heavy formulation done really, really well. And this is clean white musk, benzoyl salicylate, to enable the cleanness and the further lengthening of this formulation. Hedione. This is smelling, you're getting that almond, sort of slight honey, but more almond, and that's heliotropin. And I love heliotropin. And heliotropin is a precursor to MDMA, and you have to have a home office license to particularly have it. And it's incredibly complex, incredibly expensive to even get it, but that gives you this effect. Definitely vanilla. And I tell you why I don't like this, because that's going to become quite apparent. I really dislike all these beautiful, heavy, vanilla-y sort of notes, and then it's smelling weird. And this was in the original, and there is something which feels like it shouldn't be in there. It kind of feels like we're going to make something that smells of posh suntan lotion smell ozonic, and that feels, it doesn't feel right. It feels jarring to me, and there's a jarring nature to this one and the original. And that is a raw material called aquatl or quaxil. Aquatl, I think it's called. My dyslexia means that I read it all, but then when I come to say it, it comes out a little bit backwards, a little bit phonetic. But you're getting that with this, and that sort of, I understand why it's in there, because they want it to transport you to holidays and all that stuff. But when you've got vanillin, heliotropin, coumarin, clean, and the clean white musk, for me, putting in the sort of the aqueous feel to it doesn't work. And that was in the original, but this is really radiant. So this is more radiant than the first one. Yeah, and that I kind of is going to throw me off for the whole thing. And they're using the acetates are quite apparent in this. So you've got some benzyl acetates that I normally really love, but when you're mixing it with sort of this and some other salicylates as well, so they're sort of taking a dense heavy formulation and they're trying to really clean it up in the middle and give you that sort of like cleanness to it, a little bit overwhelming. And the other salicylates, which are the cis-3 salicylates, you swap the functional groups around, you get a different feel. It gives this sort of thing, and it's sort of drying like fresh linen mixed with suntan lotion. There are some sort of like woody compounds in this that are making it smell sort of a bit woody. And I really, really understand that it's trying to be like a holiday, and they're trying to make you think of coconut, vanilla, suntan lotion, and sitting in sort of the waves and the thing. But I personally don't like that sort of aqueous note in the middle, and it's sort of aiding in the elevation. And the elevation, you're just getting that. So I kind of don't like that bit. I personally would love to see that removed and just have a really gorgeous, just a real gourmand. This is so musk heavy, this is never going to come off your skin. And when I say never, it's just sort of, it's going to last 24 hours because the way it's been built is latching onto the skin. Vanillin, galaxolide, all those things are very dense and heavy. They alter the viscosity and they sit flat on the skin. And that is what's happening here. Interestingly about galaxolide, some people can't smell it and some people can. And that's why you build musk, of course. It's so important to have quite a lot of musk in there so everyone can smell it. And just as I've mentioned before, building around one musk can smell a little bit juvenile. And musk accords are when perfumeries turns into an art form. It smells a bit nuts, like a nutty sort of tree smell. And that isn't that. And I really personally don't like it. On to my final thoughts. I can appreciate this, but I don't like it, and I really want to wash it off my skin. I love lemon, mandarin, pink pepper, that sort of stuff. There's something this I really don't like. And I kind of think this is going to be either you really, really love it, or you really, really don't like it. I can't imagine there's people who spray it and kind of go, yeah, that's kind of nice. Either you like it or you don't like it. Kind of that sort of thing. I don't like it. It just smells so plastic. It's like plastic wood or plastic fruit or something. It sort of smells plastic. Maybe they're going for suntan lotion in a plastic bottle. Now, there is a real fluffiness to this. Super, super fluffy. And that is a musk. They're using on nitro musk in this. And when you're using white musks, which you're using fabric conditioner, and then you combine it with nitro musk to give fluffiness, you get this really, really radiant, but smells flat and plastic at the same time. So go through marks with you. Super, super safe, legal, compliant, gets a 2 out of 2. I'd expect nothing less from Estee Lauder. The next 2 marks are longevity and projection. This was awesome actually, and doesn't really come off the skin, which if you don't like it, that's a bit of a problem. So in that aspect, I give it a 2 out of 2. The money, this is overpriced. In my opinion, of course. So this is 240 for 50 mil. That's more than my Ouds. That's kind of top end stuff. And in the notes, there's nothing in it which is suggesting why the price should be that much. If there was something in it, a exquisite raw material that is just crazy amounts of money, you can sort of justify going above £200. But going above £200 is a lot of money. £240 is a lot of money. It should be 165 maximum. So for me, it's like way overpriced. So in that aspect, I can't give it any money at all for it, but the raw materials in it are really well chosen. So technically, I think it's really good, and I think marketing would have gone and gone, we want a suntan, plastic suntan lotion. Kind of smells what Barbie would smell like on holiday, sort of like plastic Barbie. The mandarin's quite low, so I enjoy the naturals in it. The mandarins, if you're going to put mandarin, this is really how to do it. Dose it quite small. Do I like it? I really don't like this, and it's making me feel a little bit nauseous actually because of that plastic Barbie covered in suntan lotion. I'm a 6 out of 10. I think all the paperwork's there. I think the raw materials are really well chosen. I think it's overpriced and I really don't like it. But that's my opinion, of course. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.